Jersey in the Channel Islands. It may be only 9 miles by 5 miles across, but the summer sees Jersey packed with tourists enjoying the hot sun and the annual Battle of Flowers parades. But for the people living here, as well as looking after the tourists, this is mainly an agricultural island, and that means Jersey potatoes, tomatoes and milk products and whatever. Now, this is not to say that the average Jersey man or woman gets off on the latest agricultural equipment. They want to have fun as well. Islanders in Jersey are pretty well off, and you see an awful lot of sports utility vehicles and fun 4x4s to take them to the beach or whatever they want to do in their leisure time. Things like the X90 from Suzuki or the Honda CR-V or the RAV4 from Toyota. I've hired one of these for the day from a hotel, but this ain't a normal RAV4. This is all electric. This electric RAV4 is one of a mini fleet provided by Toyota to hotels around Jersey to test out the concept of electric vehicles over a 5-year period. It's a rather unusual beast to get to terms with at first.
When you turn it on, all the lights come on. You see your full charge ready to charge.
Right.
It's a little orange light that pops off. You've got park, reverse, neutral drive. You've got B, which is braking, and also a little button here. Comes up here.
Yep.
EBX extra brake. When you're going downhill, you put it into B, it slows you down. It's like a lower gear, and it recharges the battery as well.
I think primarily to start with, it's got a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, so it's a very safe driving environment. So therefore, you're not going to have people perhaps who drive petrol cars who then go on to electrics and speed. And it is an extremely safe vehicle. I think the beauty of it is a very quiet car, but the problem with that is we had actually 2 guests who waited in the car park for 20 minutes for the engine to start up. They couldn't hear the engine, and therefore we had to help them out and advise them that actually there was no noise. It's a supercar, it's very quiet. That's quite disconcerting initially, but you get used to it. Put the stereo on, I think, is the answer to that. I think it's a very practical car. This particular model is not too large, so it parks well. There's no difficulty in recharging it. There are places on Jersey, 4 points on Jersey we can recharge. 120-mile duration, that's excellent for Jersey. I mean, most of our customers do more than about 4 or 5 miles a day, myself included. So that would work very well for me. So it's got a good future, I believe, on Jersey.
Certainly this Channel Island seems to be an ideal location to run electric vehicles. After an overnight charge, it'll run for more than the average day of touring. There are no motorways to run out of juice on, and the maximum speed on the island is 40 miles an hour. So, well-chosen Toyota.
It wasn't so much us choosing Jersey, it was really more like Jersey choosing us as Toyota. They are very keen on electric vehicles in Jersey. They've had a lot of history of trialling vehicles there and just trying out different manufacturers' products. Really, the RAV4 EV was chosen because it's the latest thing, and also because we like Jersey because it's only 45 square miles across. There's a speed limit of 40 miles an hour, so it's ideal for an electric vehicle.
The electric RAV4 is packed with nickel hydride batteries, which give a 200-kilometre range and a top speed of 125 kilometres an hour. But an electric motor and power aren't the only changes.
Obviously, the vehicle has a one-speed transaxle, so there aren't gears as such. You literally put your foot down and the vehicle accelerates away. And the good thing about an electric motor is it has a lot of torque, a constant amount of torque at low revs, so it actually picks up extremely well. You put your foot down and you literally whiz away very quickly and very quietly, obviously. No noise, apart from a little bit of tyre rumble.
Once you get orientated, these electric RAV4s drive as well as the ones we know and love. The ride quality, great. Handling, amazing. You can almost thrash it round the corners with the grip of a saloon, which is remarkable for a car with such a high centre of gravity. But why did Toyota choose the RAV4 for their electric car experiment?
We took the vehicle, we used that as the base vehicle for our electric car, because it's such an unusual car in itself. The RAV EV was, the RAV itself was an extremely unusual vehicle when it came out. Sort of like, it looks like an off-roader, drives like a car. So it was a natural progression really to put the electric drivetrain in that vehicle.
Well, if you're eager to be the first on your block with an electric RAV4, I'm sure you won't be that eager to find out that if this were for sale in the UK, it would be around £50,000. So with that sort of price tag, what really is the practicable future of electric vehicles?
A lot of people feel that it's so nice to come to Jersey, come to Lorells, have something different. There is a novelty factor, but also if you're taking kids out, it's the kids eventually who will be buying electric cars for the future.
This was our first stage, so these are nickel metal hydride batteries, which are very advanced in themselves in the RAV4 EV. But the next stage is probably the fuel cell vehicle, which is another stage of hybrid vehicle, basically electric vehicle rather, and then we have a full hybrid vehicle as well, which we unveiled only a matter of weeks ago in Japan.
So while we wait for a practical electric future, are we really living in a present which is only an extension of the old electric milk float? Take a look at this. That was Scandinavia, where they have electric car rallies. I don't think even Ernie the milkman would be seen driving one of those.